Rob Dillingham was once upon a time the darling of overtime elite, but then transferred to the University of Kentucky, where he continued to ball out and show everyone why he is one of the best players of his draft class. He can shoot, pass, and is lightning quick, but how good is he actually?
Nate! Oh my God! Are you serious? Rob Dillingham! What? Are you serious?
This is it. This is one of my favorite videos I'm doing. Rob Dillingham, baby. He is truly America's shiftiest player. I promise you that. He is 6'1", kind of small, but he knows that, okay? I said the same thing with Isaiah Collier, but I think I don't think so. I know I'm way more confident in Rob's ability to be a great small player than I am with Isaiah's. He shoots the ball at a high clip. He does well off the dribble. He does well running the break. He's a great passer, great facilitator. I just love this dude in every aspect of the game. On the offensive side. We'll get to the defensive side in a little bit. But his stats at OTE, he was 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals a game, okay? Transferred to the D1 atmosphere, okay, which is a lot different, but still put up 14, 3, 4, and 1 steal a game in Kentucky. And he's doing this averaging 22 minutes a game this season, okay? So I was like, that's not a lot. Let's see what he's like. Let's give him the per 40. Let's give him the per 40, see how he's going. Per 40, Rob Dillingham, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals at the college level. That's really good. And I decided to do it because I'm like, you know, 22 is a little bit low. I think he should be getting some more minutes. He could be doing more than that, as we can see in the per 40. But a true college star should get 30 minutes a game-ish, right? 30, 32 minutes a game, maybe. Maybe there could be something said about his ability to be a star, right? At the college level. We all saw him at OT. He was cracked out of his mind at OT. I loved that. It was so fun. Yeah, I think it's really interesting to see how he's been pretty consistent from OTE to Kentucky, because he's kind of a playground ball out kind of style, like Bones Highland, like Emmanuel Quickly. I'll get there in a second, okay? But yeah, his per 40 shows that he's a very efficient player. He does a lot. So his player comp, and I promise that's not just because he looks like Bones or Emmanuel Quickly, but man, he plays a lot like them. Like, he also reminds me of Kyrie, just with like a flurry of moves, and he'll do like a dribble, tween, step back, boom, or like he'll drive to the rim and just get a crazy lay, like right? So he's a great facilitator, great point guard. He also has the athleticism that I need to see in a guard, right? Super fast, nimble, and just flies, okay? I could only find one source for this somewhere, and it was the most reliable source that I had, but Rob Dillingham's wingspan is 6'5", and y'all know how I feel about wingspans, especially on point guards. There's another site that said he had like a 7'5" wingspan. I was like, who's telling you that? So 6'5" wingspan, that's around the same as Kyrie. Kyrie's a 6'4", but Rob is 2 inches shorter on the wingspan than Kyrie. So Kyrie's about 6'7", 6'8" wingspan, but he's like 6'3". Rob 6'1", 6'5" wingspan, right? So Kyrie's just bigger and longer. Rob is smaller and shorter, right? So it's like, how good is he going to be defensively? Other point guards who are 6'1" in the league right now include Trae Young, Garland, Scary Terry Rozier, Mike Conley, and Dennis Schroeder, just to name the most notable ones, okay? Mike Conley and maybe Schroeder are the ones who are actually going to go out and defend on a nightly basis and be very solid on the defensive side of the ball. But everybody else is kind of okay. You know, they're Trae Young, he's a cone. Garland, he's okay. Scary Terry, right? I think Rod is going to be a good player. And when given the chance, it won't take long for him to prove that he needs to be on the basketball court with the basketball in his hand, like a lot. So the team that is supposed to draft him, that can draft him, that should draft him, there's a couple. But I've heard a lot of talks about him going to the Raptors, which is ironic because I just named like Schroeder and Quickly, 2 guys that he's like built like / and plays like, right? He'll definitely go in the lottery. He's gonna go top 15. But just like I said about the Spurs yesterday in the Cody Williams video, I think the Spurs need a point guard. And if he's available, he is a great option for the Spurs. That might be the easiest plug and play in the entire draft. Rob Dillingham, Spurs, boom, right there, right? If not, I think the Wizards should be trading Tyus Jones soon. And so that opens up a spot. So put him next to JP and Kuz in DC. That sounds kind of fun. I don't know. So what's my verdict? Okay, he played at Kentucky after being a star at OTE, and he definitely made a name for himself with his like street ball kind of play, right? We know what we're getting with a guy like this. He's gonna go out, he's gonna put a lot of moves on people, he's gonna score the ball, and with him, he's gonna pass the ball, right? We've also seen the success of super small, crafty guys in the league. I mean, like Bones, Quickly, other really fast, kind of jittery guys. Tyrese Maxey is another good option, right? I really like how he plays, and the fact that he's playing well in college is extremely impressive to me because OTE, if you've never watched the OTE game, go watch one. But if you have, you know that it's just kind of like bling, turn, like it's kind of just off the chain a little bit. So the fact that he's playing well in college is great. He can fit into a system, but when it comes down to it, you give this dude the ball and he's gonna straight up get some buckets. That was it for day 4 of the prospect week. Go check out this video right here and the 2 others that were posted on Monday and Tuesday. We did Alexander Sarr, Cody Williams, and Isaiah Collier. Tomorrow we got one of my favorites, DaRon Holmes. So stay tuned for that. We out, baby.